Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. I hope you're having an amazing day. Bitcoin pumped last night, which is amazing. Hit 22,400. It actually hit my stop loss and I lost $1,500 on the trade. But again, this is normal in trading. You can't expect to win every single trade. What you need to do is make sure you have no more than 2% of your capital that you're using for trading as your stop loss. Meaning if you have $1,000, you can only risk $20 on each trade. If you have $10,000, you can risk $200 on each trade. If you have $100,000, you can only risk $2,000 on each trade. If you want, hit the subscribe button, join 76,000 people, smash up, thumbs up, and we're going to jump into the big technicals for Bitcoin, all altcoins, and we're going to see what that is telling us, and also the S&P 500. Let's go into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into the technicals now for Bitcoin. The market having a strong movement yesterday, stocks and cryptos. Look at some of the stocks. Coin up 11%, the stock TSM up 6%, Qualcomm 5%, Tesla's 5%, which is good because I've been buying a lot of them. Nasdaq up 2%. Bitcoin, Ethereum having a pump. Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin first. We'll go into a quick round. So Bitcoin pumped out of this descending. So this is good news. If you followed my videos yesterday, I was very worried about this potential bear flag. This one here. Pole flag, and then if we broke to the downside, it would target 12k, but we held here and we broke above it. So very, very good news, everyone. We broke above it quite strongly. If we can maintain this pump, the base of this asymmetrical triangle will be taking us to around 25,690, which is beautiful. That's also a resistance area. Let's see where else we have resistance here and support. We also have a resistance here at 23,630. There's a resistance line. Right now we're pumping up. Stochastic is RSI is very oversold on the weekly. On the daily, RSI is heading up midway. Crypto Guru Bot is still firing a sell. Bitcoin is pumping here, but we're getting a pullback. It pumped all the way to 22,468 and then pulled back. So it dropped quite a bit. RSI is actually turning down. Stochastic is overbought, turning down on the daily. Squeeze Mob is going towards the green side. Interesting. On the weekly, stochastic is turning up, but on the daily, it's very overbought. On the 4-hourly, also overbought, heading down. So Bitcoin is actually going to have a pullback here. Hopefully, we pull back to maximum this support here. We have a lot of support around this area here, 21,000. Stochastic overbought, pulling back. Let's see what it's saying on the RSI on the 4-hourly. On the 4-hourly, RSI is also heading down, very overbought here. So I'm careful going long until we get a pullback. EMA ribbons, though, we're above the EMA ribbons and they're turning up. Good news for Bitcoin. We broke to the upside. Crypto Guru Bot fired us buy on the 4-hourly. Let's go closer on the hourly. RSI is also overbought, pulling back, but we're kind of making a bullish. It's a little bit of a bull flag here, but I think we could actually pull back to this support here, 20,900. Would be a good place to be going long on Bitcoin. We're quite overbought. On the 15 minutes, we're also now heading down. RSI is overbought, heading down. Stochastic is oversold now. Let's see what the RSI is. So the RSI is going down very quickly. We're overbought. The only problem on the 4-hourly and the daily, on the 4-hourly, very overbought on the RSI. On the daily, we're not overbought, but on the squeeze stochastic, we're overbought. So on the daily, we're having a pullback, 4-hourly pullback. So I would actually be shorting Bitcoin now in the short term, but it's broken out here. So I would rather choose a short. Unfortunately, my short yesterday got liquidated. So a very quick short I would take to just this downside. Opening a short like this, but it's already made the majority of the down move. I would wait till Bitcoin actually came down to the support and then go long. The strong support on Bitcoin would actually be around here. We have a lot of strong support. So I'd go long from here on Bitcoin. I would set my stop loss just below, so it's a very tight trade. If it hits it, it will liquidate underneath that support. So opening it here actually is the really strong support. So there's the stop loss, and then taking the take profit, going long if we get that bounce up at here, 23,638. So risking $436 to make $2,734 with 10x leverage. That's $27,000 of profit. So that's the long that I would take on Bitcoin, but it would only open at 20,900. It wouldn't open right now. So let's if you want to trade like you're seeing me do, underneath this video, in the description of the video down below, you can sign up to Bybit. If you sign up to Bybit, you get a $4,450 deposit. If you've been using other exchanges or you're worried about getting hacked, you can trade Bitcoin, altcoin, you can buy spot, you can do trades, leverage trades. Bybit is the third biggest exchange. I use them. Once you sign up to them, you get this trading software using that link. And in here, I've got 169,357. I lost yesterday 1,500 on the trade, but I had 2.2 Bitcoin in here. So I actually made money on the pump because I had 2 Bitcoin in here. I've got 88,000 USD. I'm going to put a buy order for Bitcoin on spot. I'm going to buy Bitcoin on spot at this support. So at 20,953, I'm going to buy one Bitcoin, 20,953. I'll buy another Bitcoin at that position. So confirm that trade is now set. 20,953 by Bitcoin, and I'll go long on Bitcoin. I'll do a $500 trade with 20x leverage. Actually 20,950. So the trade will open 20,962. 962. I'll do a $500 trade. The take profit will be at 23,685 and stop loss 20,500. 23,685, 20,500. Right, 20,500. Yep. So I'm risking $220 to make $1,299. Confirm that trade is set. Open long, but it will only open the long at 20,900. That long is now set on Bitcoin. Now let's check out Ethereum and the overall crypto markets. So Ethereum right now, on the weekly, very oversold, turning up. That's a good sign. On the daily, very overbought already, which is not nice. Already very overbought with a very small movement. So this could get, if it breaks through, we've got a little bit of a W formation here on Ethereum. If that can break out, the target will be 1,500 there. But it's very overbought already without much of a movement. And also on the 4 hourly, also on the hourly, heading down. So I'd be a bit careful going long here. It looks like it's trying to reset. On the RSI, what's Ethereum showing? On the RSI, also overbought on the 4 hourly. Looks like we're going to have a correction here. If we can hold here, then we're going to break out towards that 1,500. But if we get rejected here, then Ethereum would most likely go to 1,157. So on the 4 hourly, it's making new highs on the RSI, but it's not. It fully reset the RSI, so be careful. So in my opinion, I think it's going to correct down a little bit. The target where it would bounce most likely would be here, 1,192. So you could go short from here. Opening a short, stop loss just above this resistance here, and take profit at that target. It's a very small trade, not much risk to reward ratio. Let's look on the 15 minutes. On the 15 minutes, also heading down on the RSI. Yeah, so I would actually open short here on Ethereum. That kind of this short opening at 1,000, so it's ratio 2.18, which will be a 3.8% profit trade with 10x leverage, 38% profit. That's on Ethereum. So I'd most likely target short and then go long from that point at 1,192. Now let's look at total market cap of all cryptos, close to $1 trillion. On the daily, we are now oversold on the weekly, on the RSI on the weekly. Stochastic very oversold. On the daily, we're heading up strongly, so altcoins could get a pump. So I would be careful shorting Ethereum actually. And we had this big W and we got rejected very strongly. Look at that. On the 4 hourly, stochastic is heading down, so there will be a short-term correction. This is the entire value of all crypto markets. So I wouldn't actually buy altcoins right now until we reset the stochastic on the 4 hourly and the daily. They're quite overbought now. Better to have. On the 15-minute, we're oversold, but yeah, I think we're going to get a pullback. Most likely, the altcoin markets, the total crypto market, will go to 894 billion. So we're taking out 100 billion from the market. But if we can hold here, then we form this giant W formation. And if we can break out of this W, but we got rejected quite strongly, it's turning down, most likely we'll do this and then bounce. But if we can push back up right now and get back above 964 billion, bounce, retest, then we can go long on alts. But at the moment, it looks like it's getting rejected here. And also, it's creating a big bear flag here still. We really need to it really needs to break above 969 billion. It's very important that it does that. Let's look at the the reason the crypto market's pumped, in my opinion, is because yesterday the stock market pumped. So let's look at the Nasdaq. Yesterday we had a huge movement in the Nasdaq, 3%. We formed a bottoming formation, a W formation, overbought on the daily, overbought on the 4-hourly, overbought on the hourly, turning to head down. So I'd be careful buying stocks here. It looks like we could get a little bit of a correction. On the weekly, though, oversold, so that's a good sign. But it'd be better when the 4-hourly and the daily reset the stochastic, so pull back a little bit. But this does look like a kind of higher low here, which is a good sign on the Nasdaq. Let's look at the major area of support on the Nasdaq is actually down here, 9,980. So we could lose another 1,800 from the Nasdaq. So the stock market can drop a bit more. That's when I'd be heavy buying, because this pulls back the Nasdaq all the way to the point of March 2020, before the COVID crash. So we almost erased that whole money printing from the Fed. So those are my T8. Those are my trade I have on Bitcoin open over on Bybit. If you want to trade again, everything you're seeing here underneath this video, sign up to Bybit, start trading using that link. You get a 4,450 deposit. Join us in the Telegram live group. Inside this group, we now have 2,227 members. Also, I gave a warning. Everyone remember, if you're speaking to me privately, it's a scam or a fake account copying me. I will never ask you to send me money. Please share this with the entire community. Only use the links found in the YouTube video when you search James Crypto Guru. So underneath the video, only use these links down below to my socials, because there's many fake accounts of me. Thank you for watching, everyone. That's my thoughts on crypto, on Bitcoin, Ethereum, the altcoin market, and the Nasdaq. Hit the subscribe button, join 76,000 people, smash up the thumbs up button, join us in the Telegram group, because don't forget, we have more than inside the Telegram group, we're going to give away a PlayStation 5 and do all the trading on Bybit. Use that link down below to get that bonus. Thank you for watching. This is James from Crypto Guru, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.